Hello people, this is Zmajko casting for you another coaching. I'm making for you another coaching video. This is Terran versus Terran on Slag Pits, and I spawned here as a red Terran on 12 o'clock position, while my opponent LOONEY spawned on 9 o'clock position. And this is my second game after the ladder asset, and I was placed in Diamond League, and so is LOONEY, but I'm not sure. I guess you all know LOONEY, but I guess this player is not the real LOONEY, but just someone impersonating him. But the goal of this video is to show you, like I spoke before, why siege tanks are not so good in some occasions. Of course, siege tank is good unit as itself, but it is difficult to use, and it can using siege tanks can really punish you if you make some blunders, some mistakes, and this type of punishment can be severe, and you'll see that in this video. So as we can see here, nothing out of the ordinary. Both me and my opponent are scouting usual build orders, so I'll use this time to tell you about this, about new patch, about new overlays that help me do this kind of cast. First, I just love that you now can see here both resources and supply of the both all players involved in the replay, and some of the tabs are a little bit different, and they're just, well, you can see better what's going on them, and of course all of these overlays can be fun for professional casters or game announcers and such, but I don't need it at the moment. So as you can see, both of us are scouting in the wrong direction, and since I scouted these two locations, I knew that he was here, and since my marine was already done, I thought his marine is done as well, so I told my SCV to move back. I knew his location, and I thought that I'll just use a scan later to see what he's doing. But because he couldn't scout me, he decided to make a Reaper, to go Reaper first. I had no idea of this, and you'll see he did a really good Reaper play, while I did some of my basic 1-1-1 opening with bunker in front. I always put this bunker if I go some tech, just to feel safe. It provides me some defense. It's easier to defend some early rushes, but I didn't see this Reaper, and he did a good amount of damage here. He started shooting my SCVs, and I think that is one SCV, two SCV. He shot two of my SCVs on gas, and I barely just managed to score one hit on him, and in the meanwhile he was building some marauders of only one barracks, but he had two refineries, and he floated a lot of minerals. Perhaps he went for expansion, and the same Reaper that killed my two workers killed my worker building a starport, so my starport was very delayed. And in the meantime, he opted for steam pack and engineering bay, and I guess you all know that with this new patch, steam pack research time was increased 30 seconds, and with this lone Reaper he killed second SCV building my starport, and he saw everything what I was doing, so that is a lot of damage. My starport was way late, and I mean, at this time your first medivac should be halfway done. At 6:15 medivac should be done, and now it is 6:10 and my medivac just began building, so that Reaper harass was very powerful, and this Reaper has 4 kills and he's still alive, but my Hellions are alive now, are completed, so, but he scored more, 5 kills, and he scanned what I was doing. And finally this Reaper gets killed after 5 SCV kills and delaying my starport a lot. So I thought that I'll just go for a drop to to make up for the damage I've taken. And you see, my macro was way off. I floated a lot of resources, so I decided, well, what the hell, let's build a command center. And in the army tab, you'll see that my army was smaller, but he produced only off from one barracks, so I don't know. But he saw my starport, and of course he built some defenses, so I could not drop. There was just not a chance. I did stall a little bit of mining time. I didn't see this at all, that he removed his SCVs. But this game so far, I must say, Lonely was playing better than me, and I was just didn't do any damage. All I did was kill his Reaper, but he paid himself pretty much. And now he decides to move out with like 8 Marauders. No, this is 7, okay. With 7 Marauders, and I had no idea with it. And the build I'm doing was meant to give you map control, to give you mobility, and I was pinned in my base. I was so afraid of the attack, and now I try to play the mind game with him. Just a second here. I saw him scan, so I thought, oh, let's salvage a bunker, and I wanted to trick him that I'll move out, but he scanned because he was attacking. And but I was lucky, my Banshee was out just in time, so I had no problem to repel this attack. So I was way ahead after this battle, and so I decided to move out to use the advantage. In the meanwhile, he switched to siege tanks and started building his siege tanks, and also started building 2 additional barracks, while I continued my Hellion Banshee play with some Marauders. And so I did a lift here, and wow, that ended badly. Just this unit composition is really good, Hellion Banshees, but you have to I just don't have enough APM for it. So you see my Hellion here is attacking like his orbital command. I did almost no damage here. And on units lost tab, I lost 1600 resources, and he lost a little above 1300, so again he was ahead. I was a bit ahead in tech, but and I did expand. He didn't. So economically I was doing better, but I had 29 workers while he had 24. But in the army tab, he had... No, actually I was ahead. Man, I thought I was way behind in this part of the game. But I just... he made me be afraid the whole game, and actually I thought that this player was the real Looney, so I was quite afraid of him. But now when you see, he floated a lot of gas, but he'll build later a lot of siege tanks, so he'll make up for it. And so nothing out of the ordinary. I expanded first. He just started building his expansion while my orbital is done for some time, and his Reaper and these Marauders were mobile, and he managed to attack, to harass me, but his mobility was dead the moment his first siege tank was built. So I decided just to check out if he has an expansion. So I moved this Lonely Hellion to check it out, and I tried to kill this SC, but my Hellion was shot down by siege tanks. So I knew that he had siege tanks, so my build Marauders and Banshees was just built to counter his. But I only knew he has siege tanks. I thought that he has also a starport with reactor, which was not true. I was very mistaken. And I think I did go for some Vikings. I did build the yes, and here I wanted to build even more Hellions, so I added the reactor on this barracks and started building factory of course to transfer it to